Hello, everybody. Quick, the goofy look. All right. Welcome to Chocolate's Volume 8. We are getting ready to do, we're getting closer to the end here. It won't be long, and you actually have the
Thank
final
God.
rankings. Yeah. I'm going to tell you there's some here that are actually really good. And then Lady Liberty jinxed us in the testings.
Because he's like, oh, this hasn't been bad so far. I'm like, wait, it'll happen. Very next one.
Yep. Yeah, you shouldn't have said anything. Anyways, so
I'm
let's start this
realistic.
off. Worst to first for this week. Yep. Cookies and cream one-on-one. An attempted Oreo cookie that just went sideways. Cocoa cookies kinda almost okay. Then the off notes kick in. That's all is not right in the world. Was wondering if this is just a different naming of the O's cookie, which I was hoping it was. It was just a renaming situation. It is not, and not nearly as good. The off notes are artificial and chemical waste. Like this belongs like in a septic tank. I'm sorry, this is pretty bad. It was a two of 10, but it bordered on a one. What'd you get off this?
I gave this one a two. Straight up Play-Doh. No chocolate, no cream. And I literally felt like I was gonna vomit after we vaped this one. Like I was gagging.
Just so you know, this is literally the one after this is the one we tested directly after she said, I said they're pretty good
No,
so
it is
far.
not. No, it is not. It was
Oh, there's
the
another.
other one. That was right
Okay.
after I said it.
All right. So continue on. Do you have any other twos?
No, I got a
Okay.
bunch of threes.
Same, sadly. All right. Chocolate roll from Liquid Barn. Sort of Tootsie Roll with the weird bright pencil shaving notes. Like it tastes like pencil shavings, but it's like weirdly bright hints of like, I don't know, bright citrusy, almost kind of weird notes, almost. Is but pencil shavings for sure. The number two pencil aftertaste will keep you company for a long time too, by the way. Warning you on this one. This took a while. We had to take a break because, yeah, that's all I could taste is number two pencil after this one. Three of 10.
I also gave this one a three. It was very artificial chocolate, overpowered by a strange, almost floral off note. This one tasted
Mm.
straight up like potpourri and pencil shavings to me.
Yeah.
Again, no, no bueno.
No,
Stop
no good.
torturing me.
Yeah, this is not good. Next. And this one I had hopes for too. Chocolate cream from Hangsen. Airy pencil shaving cream. Like literally airy, like mousse, like airy, like or whipped cream for sure. But it tastes just like pencil shavings, chocolate cream. It's like that particular really strong pencil shaving type chocolate. Three of 10.
Okay. I would like to start off by saying thank you so much, Tim and DeMillan. I never got pencil shavings or burnt rubber or anything from chocolates until this. However, I also gave this one a three. It was a dark, airy mousse cream with pencil shavings. Lots of pencil shavings.
Yep. So yeah, not off to a great start here. All right, another one that smelled amazing. All right, I'm gonna say this. This is weird. This one started off, and the first taste was like, okay, this might work, and then, uh-oh, yeah. So chocolate Coconut Almond Candy Bar, TPA. Chocolate Almond Candy Bar. And then the off notes kicked in with pencil shavings. It does take you to candy bar very first taste, and then it hits you with a truckload of number two pencil in the face hole. Like it just explodes pencil. Another one I had to take a long break for. I was really surprised. Like this one didn't have a pencil shaving taste when aftertaste. This tasted like literally took an entire thing of pencils and broke them up and ate it. Like it was bad. Yeah. What'd you get? Three of 10 still.
Luckily, this was the last one we had, so that break was well needed and we ate.
Hmm.
I also gave this one a three of 10. Okay, here we go. some dark creaminess that could be considered a coconut chocolate vibe. But I couldn't taste any of the coconut. It was non-existent. The almond tasted like cherry, kind of more amaretto-ish. So I got the amaretto cherry on the vape and I was like, oh, this is kind of nice. And then I exhaled and that pencil just lingers on the palate. No
Yeah,
bueno.
I don't think you have to be sensitive to get the pencil out of this one. I think you'll get it anyway. This is like, wow, overpowering. Yeah. All right. So still in three, sadly, here. Milk chocolate strawberry Inawera. I got straight up, okay. There's a notes about, I'll say that afterwards what it reminds me of, but candle wax, bright strawberry scented candle with a tinge of chocolate. Way too waxy. For those who know and get that waxiness from the Indos, it's like that, but worse. The Indo strawberries do that for me from Cap. Give me that waxiness. Like this is really kind of, you're either eating a crayon or you're chewing on a candle. 3 of 10.
I also gave this one a 3. I didn't get the waxiness like Tim got, thank God. But the strawberry is super candied and it overpowers any little bit of chocolate that might be in there. The strawberry tasted like it was a bit overripe. And what little bit of chocolate it was there, I got some serious pencil vibes from.
For saving grace, I think this would actually work really well to scent a candle because it smells amazing too. So maybe that's what I'll use it for. Candle or soap. All right, I
That
am
was
done with
actually,
threes. Do you have any fours?
yes, reindeer poop.
Hmm.
Reindeer poop I from Flavor West. I gave this one a 4. The chocolate is really nice and creamy. A bit of darkness. It almost reminds me of like a cocoa pebble without the milk, with a tinge, just a tinge of pencil. Like I think that pencil flavor could be covered up really easily in this one because it's barely there, but that's why I kept this one at a 4 and not giving it a 5, is because that touch of pencil there.
I did give this a 5 of 10. Um, but I got knockoff Cocoa Puff cereal, but more of that generic cereal forward. Like you're getting that cereal pushing through a little too much, like that cereal 27 like flavor. And also don't push this too far if you don't want cocoa corn chips because that is cereal 27 or same compound in it. Yeah, I gave it a 5 of 10. You had no more four, so this is a good transition one then, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I give it a 5 of
See,
10. Not it's
I
not
was
it's not
surprised
terrible,
that
not great.
you said you got corn chips because I'm super sensitive to that corn chip flavor and I didn't get that. So,
Oh, I that was right before I changed the thing. I grabbed the bottle and dropped a drip on it just to see if it did get my corn chip. I didn't get it off the percentage we mixed it. I got it off of actually adding a drop because I wanted to see if it was cereal 27 so I could be sure. But yeah, no, it's yeah, it's okay. And it's
you
not
did testing.
nothing great. There's better options out there, but it is definitely cereal. So give it that. It's definitely a type of cereal. All right. So continuing on with fives then.
Mhm.
Uh I've got white chocolate mocha 1-on-1. A very milky, like really thin. I call it white chocolate, but this is one of those ones that isn't a true white chocolate. It's just more like a milky creaminess. Forward with a tinge of mocha. Very smooth, 5 of 10. It's not bad. I like the smoothness, so I could almost have went 6 with it, but I just don't get the milky white chocolate's just kind of a little too bland in there and kind of brings it back a little for me. I wish it was a little bit more on the thicker, creamier white chocolate side.
I also gave this one a 5. I actually got a nice strong coffee note, tempered down with a creaminess. It's got faint hints of chocolate. I didn't get like a super lot of chocolate. It definitely has like a milky creaminess, not quite a white chocolate, but the coffee note is really, really good.
That was part of the problem too. There wasn't much actual like chocolate mocha in there. It's almost like you put too
Yeah.
much milk in your hot and it took away from it. All right, moving on. Mocha from Hangsen. I got a like a dark roast, a very bitter dark roast flavor, like coffee with some cocoa notes. It's not bad. Not the bitterness is just a little too bitter. I mean, it's not really wrong, and it could be if you're looking for this, but not being a super great fan of real bitter coffees, especially in this form, vape form. 5 of 10.
I also gave this one a 5. I got a dark creamy chocolate and hints of bitter coffee. Like I didn't get a lot of coffee out of this one. I did get mostly the dark creamy chocolate, but it did have hints of a very bitter coffee. Not quite an espresso, but
Borderline, borderline.
borderline.
But that's yeah, that bitterness is really the bitter prominent note there is. I mean, if you really like that kind of coffee, I know people do, this might actually be a good one for you.
Yeah.
It's
Like
just
if you're a lover of that dark Brazilian coffee from Wonder Flavor, you're probably really gonna like this one. Same
to a
kind of
degree.
vibes to it.
To a degree, I think that yeah. Well, okay. The next I had reindeer poo, we already went over. Okay, cookie dough 1-on-1. Oh, wait a minute. I need fives. Any more fives?
Nope, nope. Just
I
the
need
last two
sixes.
sevens.
I need sixes. You got sevens too. Okay, works
Yeah.
for me. All right, cookie dough 1-on-1. Very sweet cookie dough with hints of sweetened chocolate. Not exactly accurate for my taste for cookie dough, too sweet, but in a pleasant sort of way. Like it's not a bad thing. This is still possibly one of the best cookie doughs I've ever tried in a flavoring. Um, that it's just for me, it's a very sweet dough. There's a little less sweet, but then maybe that's what makes it taste better than the others. So I could deal with this as a trade-off. That's why I got a 7. It's because it's cookie dough. You know, it's not like dried, burnt, crisp edges, none of that crap in it. So yeah, 7 of 10.
Also a 7. Raw chocolate chip cookie dough with dark semi-sweet chocolate chips. This one, I don't know what Tim's talking about. He's freaking crazy. He's nuts. This tastes exactly like my chocolate chip cookie batter when I make cookies, when I'm just like eating dough raw while I'm spooning them onto the pan.
And that's why your
He's
teeth run away
nuts.
from you. Um, extra sugar. No, it's
Probably why I
it's
have diabetes.
probably, but it is. It's just really on the sweet side.
What
But
it
it is.
is, though, is it's
It,
the brown sugar in the dough that makes it that sweet.
but it is a
People who
nice
don't use a mix
dough.
of brown and white sugar.
Most of the time, I get off notes in a cookie dough. I didn't really get any off notes. It's just really sweet.
No, it doesn't taste like any cooked notes at all. It's an
Mm-mm.
actual dough. It's
Hmm.
great.
I'm thinking if you're looking for a cookie dough, this might actually be one of the best. I do need to get more of this and try it. I got testers, unfortunately, so I didn't get enough of some of these. Okay,
Yeah.
so last but definitely not least, and it's also as proof as my mix I made the other day, it was not this flavor because it is a 7 of 10. White chocolate macadamia nut 1-on-1. This is macadamia nut. It's real macadamia nut, not like the fake, like, you can get those kind of sugary kinded ones that you get in sometimes in cookies. This is like the real thing. Forward, it's very forward with that, with a milky, creamy white chocolate. Okay, the white chocolate again falls under that category, not a full-on white chocolate. So there's a little bit of letdown on that. But the thing was, macadamia nuts the part I wanted in this one when I mixed with it, and this is also something that is missing, and a lot of the macadamia nuts are really off. I haven't had actually, this is the best one I've had. So yes,
I don't
seven
think
of
I've
ten.
had any other macadamia nut flavors. I was looking for one the other day to make something and I couldn't find one
We have like
anywhere.
2 or 3, but the others suck. Um, this one is actually that is really macadamia nut. I was surprised, like holy crap. So yeah, 7 of 10. Even the white chocolate being off for me still deserves a 7 because they got the nut flavor there just right.
I
You're
also
about
gave this one a 7 of 10. Don't interrupt. Creamy, sweet, milky, white chocolate. It does taste like white chocolate. Tim's just broken. We know this.
Mhm.
It's got a nice roasted nut flavor. Like if you've ever eaten fresh macadamia nuts and they're just like slightly roasted, I get that. And when I eat them, sometimes I get like a bit of a caramely taste in the nut as well, which I'm getting in this mix, which is really, really nice. It's not heavy, but it's just a tinge in the background. It's really good. It's really nice. It was definitely my favorite of this batch.
I made a mix with it the other day, and unfortunately, I used the Nom's toffee butter, which is a little too dark and kind of overwhelmed the recipe. So I didn't know if it, because I hadn't ever used this flavor before. I hadn't tested this flavor yet, so I wasn't sure if it was this. I was so relieved to find out it was not this flavor causing the issue. Unfortunately, I got a tester, need a bigger bottle. So
Yeah, I literally put on our list of stuff to get this flavor, big
cookie dough,
bottles.
get that cookie dough too on there. Yeah, those two there, those two flavorings were surprisingly a tough one to hit, and they were actually hit way better than we thought. So we started off with some of these better ones, and then she mentioned something, and they went way south of those others. But yeah, not everyone's gonna be a winner. So
Because we had the white chocolate mocha and the mocha from Hangsen, and they were like, okay, these are really nice. And then that white chocolate macadamia nut, and it was like, this is really good. And then I was like, wait, there's gonna be one. And the very next one was chocolate cream. And it's like,
yeah,
told ya.
so yeah, we got to torture ourselves for a few more weeks of this, and then we'll get the list together of the ones that are dumpster fires to avoid. It'd be like the absolute worst of the worst. Like there's almost no saving grace in them, so avoid them like the plague. And obviously the best in each category. We're gonna have several categories. We're trying to break down the categories today because we want to break them down in their proper categories. If you don't do that, then it's kind of pointless to do the series. So
Yep.
yeah. So we'll get into that, and that'll be the last episode. Will be just the breaking down of the best and mentioning a couple of the ones that you just you see that on the burn it, you know, cremate it, double
Yeah.
cremate it, put it in a capsule, send it to space toward the sun, let it cremate again. Yeah, those ones. So that said, that's the end of episode Chocolates Volume 8, Chocolate Series. We will be back with Chocolate Series Volume 9 next week. And yeah, this yeah, seldom or never use flavors this next weekend.
BCF.
Oh yeah,
You should
and
probably mention it.
BCF, I'll mention two things. One, for my birthday, for the months of February and March, if you put in an order of over $75 with code AFL, you'll be entered into a drawing for a $100 gift card. So you got that. Plus, right now until the Valentine's Day, the 14th of February, there's a 20% off sale as well going on over there. I believe the code's right on the site. So yeah, they got a couple things going on. If not, check out Instagram. I know they have a post there. That said, yeah. These flavors are all we have all the flavors available for the series and the next series. We'll do the same thing. Noms, Bull City, um, DIY Canada, guaranteed, because those are the three biggest distros out there. And I want to make sure we get them, plus anything else we have that we already have, or I can get my hands on. That said, you guys have a great night, have a great weekend, and enjoy the weather while it's warming up a little bit in some places. Bye. I'm gonna wait just a second. That was funny.